Alrighty boys, in this video we're going to talk about the few things you can do from your nutrition to your fitness to how to program your mind to become happy. You see, those are ultimately the three deciding factors in your mood. Now let's start with the mindset, because that's going to be the most powerful. Now the thing is, most people, they see these celebrities or their friends on social media always in a fun-loving attitude where they're just in a good mood, joking with their friends and stuff, you know? And they want to attain that. They're like, why are these people always happy? And why do I always feel sad? Is there something wrong with me? Do they have something that I don't have? And the reality is, no. Those people you see on social media and these celebrities that are always happy, they weren't born with anything that you don't have. All they have is they've acquired the mind of a conqueror. They've programmed their brain to become happy. And there's a few ways in which we do this, so we'll go over it first. The first one is you have to be conscious of your thoughts. And when you get a negative thought popping up in your head, you have to replace it with two positive ones. You see, your thoughts, they have a direct correlation on your mood. That's why when you think of memories that you're fond of, like when you kiss your crush or whatever, you get happy, you become happy, your mood instantly shifts. And also why when you think of a memory that you're not fond of, maybe a time you said something cringy to the girl that you have a crush on, you feel sad, your mood dampens. And if you've never noticed that, test it out right now and you'll quickly find that your mood is directly correlated to your thoughts. Now the mistake that most people make is that they aren't conscious of their thoughts. So throughout their day, their head just constantly has negative thoughts, and that's dampening their mood. So the first step is being conscious of your thoughts and then replacing your negative ones with positive ones. Now, that's going to be the biggest thing that you can do from your mindset perspective. Now, let's break into food and fitness, really. Now, the thing is, I'd say food is the biggest impact. You see, when you eat like a conqueror, you follow our guidelines in the New Era of Health, you're going to attain optimal hormone levels, and that's going to make you feel fantastic. You know, most people, they know their hormones are important, but they don't know to the actual extent. But I want you to think about someone who takes steroids. You know, they get roid rage, where the smallest thing, it takes them off like a bomb. They get grumpy and irritable, and they lash out at others. Well, that happens because they have a surplus in testosterone, and their hormones aren't optimized. And the thing is, when your hormones aren't optimized, you aren't optimized. Your mood isn't, your energy isn't, your mental alertness, it isn't. It's a lot harder to be happy. In fact, I have friends that they've been one of these ecstatic people, you know, they are just happy people in general, but then they've taken roids and like they aren't in control of their emotions. So that goes to show you the power of your hormones. Now, besides getting optimal hormone levels, when you eat like a conqueror, you're eating foods that your body has evolved from for millions of years. You know, we didn't grow up with all this grain and processed bullshit. Our bodies haven't adapted to it. And that's why you tend to see people that are like super fit in a good mood, is because they're eating healthier foods that send our body the right signals. You see, everything you eat, it literally changes how your genes are expressed. Now you might be thinking, okay, change how your genes are expressed. What is this guy talking about? I thought you were just born with genes, and you're either lucky or you're not. And in a sense, that's right. I mean, you're born with genes that can either cap your potential in certain areas, I should say. But it's how you affect those genes and ultimately how you express those genes that affect how you feel about yourself, or how you feel in general. Now, you might be wondering, okay, well, what's eating like a conqueror really entail? And the biggest thing you could do, the most bang for buck, is going to be intermittent fasting. I'm telling you, if you apply intermittent fasting, you don't have to change the foods you're eating. All you need to do is, from the first time you eat at the beginning of the day, you only eat for the next 8 hours. You do that, and fat's going to melt off your body. And that alone is going to boost your energy. I mean, think about it. Imagine carrying around a 15-pound bowling ball with you all day. How much harder would it be for you to go hike or to walk around? A lot more. Well, holding extra body fat's literally no different. It's extra weight that requires more energy. So intermittent fasting is going to rip off fat And not only that, you're gonna feel more clean-headed. Now I'm gonna leave a video here that goes into more depth or detail about intermittent fasting. But some other things you can do is, again, cut out the BS, guys. You don't need the pasta, you don't need the pizza, you don't need all this empty calorie bullshit, because it doesn't make you feel better. Now you might be wondering, well, what's this really entail? Eat foods that are natural, chicken, meats, nuts. I mean, follow paleo diet, just cut out the bullshit. You know what the bullshit is, because it's more about what you don't eat than what you do eat. You know, a lot of people, they go, oh, I had a big salad today, so I deserve dessert. Let me tell you, that dessert's canceling out 10 of your salads. And I know this because I eat super clean, and I remember one time I was like, all right, I'm gonna eat a little bit more BS, and I'd say like I went from about 90% healthy foods to like 70%, which means like throughout my week I was only eating 70% of healthy food, 30% like not too good for you. And I noticed just from that small increase that I didn't have the energy that I used to have. You know, throughout my day I'd randomly crash around 2 or 3 p.m. when before I would just have godlike energy. I felt like a kid on a playground. And not only that, my brain didn't process information as well. I wasn't in a good mood all the time. And so I was like, dude, I still eat significantly better than anyone else, but just that drop in the extra 20%, eating a little bit more shitty food, it had such a profound effect, terribly profound effect on my life. And that's when I realized, I was like, dude, it's so about cutting out the BS. So if that's you, I challenge you to start looking at what foods you're eating and just cut out more. You don't have to go full extreme and declare you're going to eat super healthy all the time, but just start cutting out the quantity, or the quantity of times you're eating bad and the quantity of foods that you're eating when you are eating bad. And you're going to notice that you're going to feel so much better. It's a crazy concept. When you eat good food, you feel good. I know. But then the other thing we do in the New Era Health is work out like a conqueror. Now, the thing is, most people, they work out to get a lean, powerful, and attractive body like Zac Efron or something. And granted, we definitely have that intention too, but that's a secondary reason. You see, everything from our mindset to our workouts to our food and nutrition, it's to make it so that we gain boundless energy, so that we can tackle our to-do list, our errands and chores. It grants us the ability to think as clearly as the guy in Limitless, so that we can crack jokes on the spot and be high productive, you know? Because at the end of the day, if you don't feel good and you don't think well, like, you don't accomplish much. And when you don't accomplish much, you don't feel good about yourself. And ultimately, you just don't feel like you're living the life you should be living. Now, look, guys, I don't want to keep going on babbling about our system here, but if you made it this far in the video, could you please do me a favor and toss it a like and make sure to subscribe, because it helps us reach more people. And when we can reach more people, we can improve their lives. So go ahead, like, subscribe, and then introduce yourself in the comments below. I love hearing about the conquerors in this community, and I'll see you guys in the next video.